Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees for Shubhamangal Arati and Japa session and all auspicious Srimad Bhagavatam class. So let us start our session with a short kirtan. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 13, Sloka 41. Narada Buvacha Mam Kanchana Suchorajan Yadishvara Vasham Jagat Loka Safala Yasheme Vahanti Balim Ishitu Sa Samyunakti Bhutani Sayeva Vyunakti Cha. Odd meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace is Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Narada Bubacha, Narada said, Me never, Kanchana, by all means, Sujaha, do you lament, Rajan, O king, yet because Ishvara Vasham, under the control of the Supreme Lord, Jagat world, Lokaha, all living beings, Sapalaha, including their leaders, Yashya, whose ime all this, Vahanti, do bear, Balim, means of worship, Issue 2, for being protected, Sa, he, Samyunakti, gets together, Bhutani, all living beings, Sahi, Eva, also. Vyunakti disperses, Cha, and translation. Sri Narada said, O pious king, do not lament for anyone, for everyone is under the control of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, all living beings and their leaders carry on worship to be well protected. It is He only who brings them together and disperses them. Purport. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Purport is very big. Maybe I will explain then and there. I will also read out in Telugu the translation. Sri Naradudu పలికెను, ఓ రాజా, ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ ఈశ్వరాధీనులై ఉన్నందున ఎవరిని గూర్చియు శోకింపకము. కనుకనే జీవులు మరియు వారి పాలకులందరూ తమ రక్షణార్థమై పూజా కార్యక్రమములు నొసరించుచుందరు. ఆ భగవానుడే జీవులను కలుపుచు విడదీయుచున్నాడు. Purport. Every living being, either in this material world or in the spiritual world, is under the control of the Supreme Lord, the personality of Godhead. Beginning from Brahmaji, the leader of this universe, down to the insignificant ant, all are abiding by the order of the Supreme Lord. Thus, the constitutional position of the living being is subordination under the control of the Lord. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshmurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurube Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dvadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Atapatakamulam Shri Guru Vaishnavamcha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunadanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Cha Vishakanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostame Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhan Sute Devi प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So very nice words with the wonderful enlightenment by Srila Prabhupada. So Narada, after being addressed by Yudhishthira Maharaj, because Yudhishthira Maharaj came and he was asking about his two uncles were not seen. So how come it is possible? Daily I come and I pay my obeisances to my two uncles, and where are they now gone? My aunt also left, but now there is nobody in the palace who are elderly people whom I respect daily. Now they are missing a lot. So seeing his lamentation or his worry, now Narada has started, speaking and enlightening him. And Narada said, "O pious king Yudhishthir, do not lament for everyone. For everyone is under the control of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, all living beings and their leaders carry and worship to be well protected. It is He only who brings them together and also disperses." This is very nice to hear. సో నారదుడు ఈ విధంగా చెప్పాడనమాట. ఏంటి? ఓ యుధిష్ఠిర్ మహారాజా, ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ ఈశ్వరాధీనులై ఉన్నందున ఎవరి గురించి నువ్వు శోకింపకము. కనుకనే జీవులు మరియు వారి వారి పాలకులందరూ తమ రక్షణార్థమై పూజా కార్యాలను నొనరించుచుందరు. భగవానుడి జీవులను కలుపుచూ విడదీయుచున్నాడు. సో దీన్ని బట్టి మనకేం అర్థమవుతుందంటే, జీవుల యొక్క వారి వారి కర్మ ఫలాలను అనుసరించి భగవంతుడు ఎవరిని ఎక్కడ కలపాలి, ఎవరిని ఎక్కడ విడదీయాలి, భగవంతుడు నిర్ణయిస్తాడనమాట. ఇన్ ద ఇంగ్లీష్ దర్ ఇస్ ఎ ప్రావర్బ్, బర్డ్స్ ఆఫ్ ద సేమ్ ఫెదర్ ఫ్లాక్ టుగెదర్. ఒకే రకమైన వంటి పక్షులు కలిసి ప్రయాణం చేస్తాయంట. సో లార్డ్ విల్ డిసైడ్ whom we are supposed to be, whom we are not supposed to be. But due to our ignorance, we think, oh, this person, I love him so much and I want to be with him. But over a period of time, according to our karma, what happens? Lord disperses them. That means Lord separates that particular person and you. Then how does it happen? Because it happens according to our karma. Now let us see in the purport. Every living being, either in this material world or in the spiritual world, is under the control of the Supreme Lord. Yeah, either he may be a Brahma or a demigods like Shiva or whoever they may be. They are under the control of Krishna. So we think, I am the controller. Prabhupada says, yeah, you are also a controller, but you are a minute or a tiny controller. You are a small controller. You can control maybe a little bit of your body, or you can control a little bit of your family or your children who are under your care. You can little bit control. But overall, all the living entities, nobody can able to control. ఈ భౌతిక ప్రపంచంలో ఎవరిని పూర్తిగా నియంత్రించలేరు. అందరినీ భగవంతుడే నియంత్రించగలడు. ఆ శక్తి భగవంతునికి మాత్రమే. So nobody has got this power to control everybody. So Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasta chaham buddhi sannivisto matta smriti jnanam apohanam cha. Sarvasta, that means Lord is, he is everywhere, and nobody can able to downsize the supremacy of the Supreme Lord. And in second chapter, if you can able to remember, after hearing Arjuna so many things like, he did not want to fight and he left the Gandiva and he fell silent. Then Lord has to take charge. In 2:11, Lord says, Asocyam anasochyam tvam prajnavadam shabhasase gata agata samcha nanu sochanti panditaha. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, while speaking learned words, O Arjuna, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for living nor for the dead. That means, you, O Arjuna, now you are mourning for your people on the other side of the Kurukshetra. So, but a learned person need not have to lament. And here in this case also, Yudhishthira Maharaj, he was also about to lament for his missing uncles Vidura and Dhritarashtra, and also his aunt Gandhari. So he never thought that, they have harmed me, they tried to kill me, and they never thought ill of their own enemies. And this is the beauty of a Vaishnava. So Yudhishthira Maharaj, though Dhritarashtra and his party tried to, disrespect and disturb Draupadi, and also they wanted to capture the kingdom of the Pandavas, they did not mind it. They simply just expressed their unwillingness. But on their behalf, to the Supreme Lord Krishna is there. Krishna came and, he rescued them, and he represented that they are my devotees. So, but Yudhishthira Maharaj, he never thought Dhritarashtra was his enemy. And now he started lamenting. Daily morning I come and take the obeisances, but whom I can pay my obeisances? So further it will go on and on. I will explain. Uh, the Lord said, you are not talking like a learned man. This is in Bhagavad Gita. But you do not know that one who is learned, one who knows that body is not, what is body and what is soul, does not lament for any stage of the body. So the real person who knows the difference between body and soul, and there is no question of, lamenting. So, in this purport, Srila Prabhupada says, beginning from Brahmaji, the leader of this universe, down to the insignificant ant that is called Indragopa, all are abiding by the order of the Supreme Lord. Thus, the constitutional position of the living being is subordination under the control of the Lord. So, we need to serve the Lord, and it's not that, we want to overtake the Lord. There where, we are trapped by Maya. The foolish living being, especially man, artificially rebels against the law of the Supreme Lord and thus becomes chastised as an asura or lawbreaker. So all Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, Kamsa, they became lawbreakers. Today also we keep seeing so many lawbreakers. Almost all of them are all like that only. And they have been given certain time. So during that time, Lord allows them to try to utilize their right consciousness. But if they want to become a lawbreaker, then they have to take the punishment. A living being is placed in a particular position by the order of the Supreme Lord, and he is again shifted from that place by the order of the Supreme Lord or his authorized agents. Brahma, Shiva, Indra, Chandra, Maharaj Yudhishthir, or in modern history, Napoleon, Akbar, Alexander, Gandhi, Subhash, and Nehru, all are servants of the Lord, and they are placed in and removed from their respective positions by the supreme will of the Lord. So we keep seeing, one king, he could able to rule for some time. Then afterwards, Lord will replace another person. So like that. So Akbar, he was also thought he was a great king, but how long he can become? Similarly, from Greek came that Alexander, and he also wanted to become a whole ruler of the world. So to some extent it was possible, but he had a horrible death, and when he died, there was a lesson also. He asked his commander to bury him with his hands raised. That has a deep meaning. So I came to this earth with empty hand. I am going with empty hand. So though I have conquered the whole world, but now when I die, it cannot come with me. The whole world cannot come with me. Like that, many people, they are in a different positions. Until today, in many schools and colleges, these textbooks, this Alexander, Akbar names, Napoleon name, Hitler name, all these names were there. But they were placed accordingly to some extent for some time period, and they were removed later. None of them is independent, even though such men or leaders rebel so as not to recognize supremacy of the Lord. So they are put under still more rigorous laws of the material world by different miseries. That means if they do not obey the Supreme Lord, and they will be removed from their position. So only the foolish man therefore says that there is no God. Maharaj Yudhishthir was being convinced in this naked truth because he was greatly overwhelmed by the sudden departure of his old uncles and aunt. Maharaj Dhritarashtra was placed in that position according to his past deeds. He had already suffered or enjoyed the benefits accrued to him in the past. But due to his good luck, somehow or the other, he had a good young brother, Vidura, and by his instruction, he left to achieve salvation by closing all accounts in this material world. So here we can understand that Dhritarashtra, though he is spiritually and materially blind, but he was given certain period of time to rule the kingdom. And even though Pandavas won, but still, they treat Dhritarashtra as the king. But Dhritarashtra, he was completely attached to his kingdom and his dead sons, and still he did not want to leave the palace. So Vidura, it was Vidura, by Dhritarashtra fortune, he was his brother. He came and he taught him various lessons and Niti Shastra. Then there was a change in his heart. Then he left his palace. Automatically, Gandhari also left. Then Vidura also left. Seeing all these great uncles' departure, Yudhishthira Maharaj really got worried. That's what in the purport is mentioned. Now, in the second para is very, very important. We are supposed to give our attention. Ordinarily, one cannot change the course of one's due happiness and distress by plan. Everyone has to accept them as they come under the subtle arrangement of Kala or invincible time. There is no use trying to counteract them. The best thing is therefore that one should endeavor to achieve salvation, and this prerogative is given only to man because of his developed condition of mental activities and intelligence. Only for man are there different Vedic instructions for attainment of salvation during the human form of existence. One who misuses this opportunity of advanced intelligence means Krishna consciousness, is verily condemned and put into different types of miseries, either in this present life or in the future. That is the way the Supreme controls everyone. So we may think ordinarily that I can able to control certain such situation and certain such materials or various types of situations which trouble us actually. But we cannot take our call because the Supreme Lord is there. He is controlling all of us. Still we think that, we are the controller. And we cannot even counteract. This is very, very important. There is no use trying to counteract this Kala or the reaction of the karma is coming to us. Nobody can able to counteract this because we have been destined in such a way that we have to suffer for this. I will give you one best example for this. For example, we are supposed to suffer from a disease for certain time, say for 5 years. And during the 5 years, whatever medicines, whatever prescriptions, and whatever circus we do, it will not go because it has been destined, it has been accrued for us. Either it is good or bad. We have to suffer and enjoy. So the problem is, when we enjoy the results of our previous activities, we forget Krishna. And when there are, calamities or when there is a distress, Also we forget Krishna. But Dhira is the one, he will strike the balance between, Sukha and Dukkha, Sita and Vosna, Mana and Avamana. And he will continue to serve the Supreme Lord. Then the reaction of the result, will not counteract him. This way, he safeguarded himself. So I will just read out also in Telugu. నిర్దేశింపబడిన సుఖ దుఃఖములను సాధారణ ప్రయత్నంచే ఎవడు మార్చలేడు. మనకు సుఖం కానీ దుఃఖం కానీ ఆల్రెడీ నిర్దేశింపబడి ఉంటుందన్నమాట. మన పూర్వజన్మలో చేసుకున్న పాపకర్మలను అనుసరించి మనము ఏ సుఖం కానీ దుఃఖం కానీ మనకు లభిస్తుంది. కానీ దాన్ని మనం మార్చే శక్తి ఎవరికీ లేదు అన్నమాట. కాలం యొక్క సూక్ష్మ ఏర్పాటులో సంభవించు అట్టి వాటిని ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ అంగీకరించే తీరవలెను. వాటికి ప్రతిక్రియ అంటే రియాక్షన్ చేయుటకు యత్నించుటలో ఎటువంటి ప్రయోజనం లేదు. ఒకరికి ఏదో మనము కీడు చేసామన్నమాట. దాని నుంచి మనకు ప్రతిచర్య అనేది వస్తుంది. ఆ ప్రతిచర్యను ఆపడానికి మనకు ఎటువంటి శక్తి లేదన్నమాట. అయితే ముక్తి కొరకు యత్నించబడినది అత్యుత్తమైన కారమై ఉన్నది. ఉన్నత చైతన్యమును మనోకర్మలను కలిగి ఉన్నందున ఈ విశేష అవకాశం కేవలము మానవునికే ఉసగబడినది. సో ఈ మనిషి యొక్క జన్మలలో మాత్రమే మనం భగవంతుడు ఎవరో మనము అర్థం చేసుకోగలము. అయితే ఈ ఆత్మ జంతు శరీరంలో ఉన్నప్పుడైతే భగవంతుడు ఎవరు, నేనెవరు, భగవంతుడికి నాకు ఉన్న సంబంధం ఏంటి అనేది మనం తెలుసుకోలేకపోతున్నాము. అందుకే ఈ శ్లోకంలో ప్రభుపాదులు ఏం చెప్తున్నాడంటే, ఈ మానవ జన్మ ఉన్నప్పుడు మాత్రమే మనము ఈ కృష్ణ చైతన్యాన్ని సద్వినియోగం పరుచుకొని భగవద్ధామానికి వెళ్ళడానికి మనము ప్రయత్నించాలి. ఈ జన్మలో కానీ భవిష్యత్తులో కానీ పలు విధమైన క్లేశములకు గురి చేయబడును. ఈ విధముగానే భగవానుడు ప్రతి ఒక్కరిని నియమించుచుండును. అంటే మనకు పలానా వ్యక్తితో మనకు సంబంధం ఏర్పడడానికి, పలానా వ్యక్తితో మనకు విభేదం ఏర్పడడానికి భగవంతుడే ఆ విధంగా మనకు ఏర్పాటు చేస్తాడు మన కర్మానుసారంగా. సో హియర్ the key points I would like to mention that these reactions which are coming onto us, nobody can able to remove them. Only the Supreme Lord can able to remove them. To a devotee who has fully surrendered himself to the lotus feet of Krishna, and it is easy for him. But one who misuses this advanced intelligence is really condemned and put into different types of miseries. So actually for that reason we came to this material world. We were nicely serving the Supreme Lord in the spiritual world, but due to our rebellion mentality we came here, and Lord has destined for us. Okay, so you cannot rebel and enjoy everything here. Nobody is equal and above me. The Lord is called Asama Urdhva, and you think you are greater than me, you can enjoy better than me. So that is not possible. For your sake I have created one material world. You can go and enjoy that, but I tell you, it is I title it as Dukhalayam and Ashashvatam. So you cannot enjoy that. So foolish people, they think I can do that. So coming to the conclusion, the Supreme Lord mentions that one who surrenders unto me, and I will relieve him. Manmana bhava madbhaktu madhyajimam namaskaru. If whoever always thinking of me, always abiding my words and becoming my devotee, surely they will get back to me. So these kind of facilities have been created by the Supreme Lord, and it is our own choice to rightly utilize the free will, the choice. And this is actually great topic. Maybe one more day we can have this session, like how to exercise free will. ఏ విధంగా భగవంతుడు ఇచ్చిన మనకు ఫ్రీ విల్ను ఏ విధంగా మనము సద్వినియోగపరచుకోవాలి, ఎందుకు వాటిని దుర్వినియోగపరచుకోకూడదు. సో another point mentioned is the kala. The kala, what happens, because the person who can daily see the clock and he utilizes every second for the service of the Lord, and he is the right person. He utilized services of the Kala. That person is none other than Guru. Pratikshana Swadanalolupasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam. Pratikshana means every moment, every second, the Guru is thinking of Krishna. But to that lotus feet, if I can render service, I can also become like that. So in this way, the time frame also we can utilize. Say for everybody, 24 hours only. So how best we can utilize these 24 hours is what highlighted by Srila Prabhupada here. Okay, so finally we will have a summary of these words. This word says that Krishna is the Supreme Lord and nobody can able to control him, but he is the one who controls everybody, including Shiva, Brahma, Indra, Chandra, Vayu, Varuna, and all. And also, Lord emphasizes in these words that so and so person is placed according to his karma and according to the time, place, and circumstances. And another point is, we should optimally utilize this human form of life to dedicate and serve for Krishna. And another point, we should never misuse the opportunities given for us. So in this way, Supreme Lord bestows everyone by controlling. So we should never try to control ourselves or the people under us, because it is the Lord's creation. Lord will take the call. Okay, so ఈ జన్మలో లభించిన ఈ మానవ జన్మను మనం సద్వినియోగపరచుకొని దుర్వినియోగం పరచుకోకుండా ఈ జన్మలో కానీ భవిష్యత్తులో కానీ పలు విధమైన కేశములకు గురి కాకుండా కృష్ణ చైతన్యాన్ని మనం ఉపయోగించుకోవాలి. ఓకే, సో థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. బ్రదర్ శ్రీమద్ భాగవతం కి జై, శ్రీల ప్రభుపాద్ కి జై. మీకు ఏమైనా ప్రశ్నలు ఉంటే అడగచ్చు. ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్ యూ కెన్ అన్మ్యూట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ అండ్ ఆస్క్. హరే కృష్ణ.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. And a very nice class, Prabhu. So here I have a question that when the lamentation is going on, how to approach them? How should be our behavior?
Okay. Lamentation. So it depends on the time, place, and circumstances, and also the people, whom we are going. So in general, if the people are Krishna consciousness, and there isn't much to do from our side except visiting them and doing our prayers for the departed one or the sick person. But as far as non-devotees are concerned, we should be very careful, and we should nicely tell them with reference that in Bhagavad Gita it is mentioned that Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityur, the person who has died, who has taken birth, has to die. Now the same thing happened to this person. It will be applicable for all of us also, and we should not lament for this Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityur, but we can surely pray for him so that the departed soul will rest in peace. Like that we can convince. And as far as the sick people are concerned, first we need to materially, help them. That is very important. If they want some money, or if they want any help or a doctor or some surgery, we can really help if it is possible from our side. And spiritually also we can help, sending, our prayers and our best wishes for them, and sending a Narasimhadev photo and ask them to chant the Narasimha Kavacha Stotra, and we can become actually, selfless and well-wisher for them. We should convince them that I am your well-wisher, I am your caregiver person. I can surely take care of this situation by praying, by serving you. Like that we can speak some nice words, and it's not a show off, and it's not a kind of a drama. Really we go to them and we pray for them. And some people, most of the people, they go there and they take photos, videos, and they put in their WhatsApp groups. I did this. I offered garland there. I donated some money for the family. So it is all for their own self glories. It is a sense gratification, and Lord is not for that. So every situation we can make Krishna consciousness by genuinely praying for that person. This way we can help our level. Hope it answers your question.
Yes, Prabhu. Very nice scenario explained. Very nice, Prabhu. I'm convinced, Prabhu.
Anybody else? Hare Krishna.
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభు. ప్రభు ముందుగా మా కోసం థ్యాంక్స్ ప్రభు. తెలుగులో చెప్తా ఉండేదానికి మాకు చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది ప్రభు. అప్పుడప్పుడన్నా మేము వినేదానికి కొంచెం ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అనేది కలుగుతుంది ప్రభు. మధ్య మధ్యలో మాకు తెలుగులో చెప్తా ఉండేదానికి థ్యాంక్స్ ప్రభు. ముఖ్యంగా
అయితే మీరు ఏం అర్థం చేసుకున్నారో 1-2 పాయింట్లు చెప్పాలన్నమాట.
ఒక పాయింట్ చెప్తాను ప్రభు. మనము చేసిన పాప కర్మాల ఫలితంగా మనం అనుభవిస్తా ఉండేది మంచికి, సుఖానికి, దుఃఖానికి. దానికి కారణం మనకు దేవుడు ఇలా చేసినాడని నిందించకుండా మనం చేసిన పాప కర్మాల ఫలితంగానే మనం అనుభవిస్తున్నామని ముందుకు సాగాలి ప్రభు. గురువును పట్టుకుంటే దాని ద్వారా దేవుడు భగవంతుడు మనకు అన్ని ముందుకు చైతన్య దీంట్లో ముందుకు వెళ్ళేదానికి ప్రయత్నం మనం చేస్తాం ప్రభు.
అయితే పాపకర్మల్ని ఎదుర్కోవడానికి మనముగా ఎదుర్కొనలేము. భగవంతుని యొక్క ఆశీస్సులతో మాత్రమే భగవంతుడు మనకు ఆ విధంగా ఏర్పాటు కలిగజేస్తాడు అన్నమాట. ఓకే. సో ఎటువంటి స్థితిలో అయినా మనము కృష్ణ చైతన్యాన్ని వదలకూడదు. జపం చేయడం అయితే ఏమి, తర్వాత సేవ చేయడంలో కానీ దానికి ఎటువంటి అంతరాయము కలగకూడదు. హరే కృష్ణ.
ఓకే ప్రభు. థ్యాంక్ యూ ప్రభు.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you Prabhu. We understood all the English versions in between. Prabhu, the last paragraph which you said, very nice. That is, ordinary men cannot change one course of one's happiness and distress. In that paragraph, you nicely pointed out one who misuses the opportunity of advanced intelligence is verily condemned. That advanced intelligence has to be understood as Krishna consciousness. So, right, Prabhu, that is the way devotees understand this paragraph. Just a couple of lines back before, Prabhupada also says the best thing is therefore one should endeavor to achieve salvation. So that word, how should we read it as? That also is Krishna consciousness or the regular breaking of cycle of birth and death or moksha, whatever it is called, Prabhu? How do we?
So I'm thinking this is in the common man point of view. There is no use trying to counteract them. That means that whatever destiny and whatever accorded according to our karma, we cannot able to escape.
Yeah.
The best thing is therefore that one should endeavor to achieve mukti. Salvation means mukti. So it is a common man point of view. It is applicable to mostly such kind of people, in general people. And this prerogative is given only to man because of his developed condition of mental activities and intelligence. This is all talking about in general. And there it is given only for a man, or there are different Vedic instructions for attainment of salvation during the human form of existence. So human form is mostly, highlighted here. Now it is connected to Adato Brahma Jignasa. Now you have got this human form. Now you try to utilize best use of bad bargain like that. So it is a common man point of view. That's what my understanding.
Yes, sir. That's the only understanding I wanted, because just previous line, Prabhupada talks about mukti, and then very nicely goes to advanced intelligence, giving indications for devotees what we should do. So beautiful. Thank you, Prabhu.
So, as we also heard in many scriptures, especially in Bhakti Sastri course, so devotee does not hanker for any kind of mukti. But this is a common man point of view.
Absolutely. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Inka evaraina unnara? Anybody else? Any add-ons, questions?